Good morning, friends. I'm officially 40 weeks pregnant this morning and my house is a mess. So today I'm going to be cleaning. I'm going to be trying to film some videos in advance. I don't know if that's gonna work out or not. Oh, fingers crossed. And I hope you're all doing well. So for my end of pregnancy update, the second trimester was amazing. I felt better than I do when I'm not pregnant. It was great, it was awesome. And then the third trimester sucked royally because I've been having false labor since about 26 weeks. It's been like every day, most of the day. Sometimes, especially with the heat, when it got really hot and we were having the heat waves and everything, I would contract so much that it would make me vomit. So, oh, I'm so ready to be done. So ready. And the worst part is like I would go in and I'd be like, I'm having all these contractions, I'm dying. And they'd be like, your cervix looks fine. It's not changing at all. And I'm like, right, so they're for nothing then. Ugh. And if your cervix doesn't develop, they kind of just go, it's not hurting baby, so it's better that you don't take any medication at all, which is completely understandable. I don't want to take medication, but I want someone to stop the contractions. They're still happening. The other day I had contractions coming every, it would depend between 3 and 5 minutes, and they were lasting like a minute and a half, 2 minutes long for over 24 hours. And I kept waiting during this 24-hour period for the contractions to like get to the next level so that I like knew I needed to get to the hospital fast, and they never did. They ended up dying off. So that was really disappointing. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Lots and lots of false labor and just being highly impatient. But the temperature has gone down a bit, which is so nice. This is the bump today. The baby's a normal size, so I'm pretty sure he has like an Olympic-sized swimming pool in there. Come out. We want to meet you. Every time I do my makeup at the moment, I'm like, what if this is it? What if this is like my last makeup before I deliver him? I just go with whatever. But most days I don't do my makeup at all. I'm just, j'ai la flemme, as they say in France. So this is my face of the day. Ta-da! And now I'm wondering if I filmed the rest of this vlog in French or English. That's the problem with having two channels in different languages. I keep forgetting. But other than that, I got the Too Faced Natural Love palette like months ago, and I did a review on my French channel about how basically I was super disappointed and I didn't think the quality was there. And so a lot of you recommended this one, especially you said for light eyes. It's beautiful and I fully agree. I absolutely love this palette. That being said, it's probably the type of palette that my mother would hate because the colors are super pigmented. So you have to be really careful going in and not like diving your brush in or anything like that. You can't just expect it to be like, oh, like I'll just lightly swipe and get a little bit of color. You have to be like soft going in, especially with like the darker colors, because they've got pigment, they've got color, and it's gonna show up on your face. But I love that, and I think it's kind of fun to draw with, and that's what I'm wearing today. I didn't do anything exciting with my eyes, but even just for everyday looks, especially for like simple everyday looks, I really like the colors and the undertones, and it's really different from like the Naked or other very basic neutral palettes. It's still somewhat neutral, but it's also a little bit redder, a little bit oranger, a little bit pinker, and I like it especially for fall. So that is my official opinion. Otherwise, for news today, I'm going to try acupuncture to help bring baby to this world. I don't think it's gonna work. I think it's a bunch of baloney as far as naturally inducing labor goes. That's because I looked at the studies online, and like all the studies were kind of like, well, there weren't more or less women that went into labor after having it. It was the same as the women who didn't do anything. So I'm like, oh, so placebo effect then maybe. And there was another study saying that it did actually help women go into labor and help to make their labors a lot shorter. So worth trying, because bizarrely, I didn't know this, but my insurance reimburses like up to one acupuncture session per year. So that's pretty sweet. And I'm at this point like, why not? I'm at 40 weeks, got 41 next week. And in France, the due date is at 41 weeks. And it helps manage expectations. So that's really nice, but at the same time it's kind of stressful going over 41 weeks, because once you go past 41 weeks you have to go in, I don't remember if it's every day or every 2 days, for like stress tests to make sure baby's still fine and they haven't passed meconium or anything. It's like, oh, why can't they just have you like, oh, I don't know. nature needs to get on this. My baby's a good size already. He could come out. He will be fine. And now I am going to start cleaning and maybe show you some of the baby gadgets we've got, because I don't think I've talked about those very much on this channel.
Searching for higher ground, can't see in front of me. My enemies have tried every possibility, ability to know if I can bleed. If that's what you wanted, you won't get it tonight. 'Cause I can fly, I can fly, I can fly, I can fly.
I'm taking a quick snack break. These were supposed to go into my hospital bag, so I would have something to snack on while we were waiting, or my husband would, but they're not going to make it because they are this morning's snack. I know it's naughty. All right, currently feeling very lazy. I just got done doing a major clean out of the kitchen and whatnot, and I need a nap, but I have so much to do on my to-do list. I left like the biggest things for the end because I wanted to be able to get more done and be more efficient and whatnot. Now I'm just like, oh, sleep. I need sleep. Because when you're really like, when you're this pregnant, oh, my stomach is just huge, and so it's like this huge like extra weight. Like I can feel the weight pulling me forward and everything, and I'm just like, oh, so over it. It's kind of like when you work out and you work out with weights, except for like all day long you have this huge, like, I don't know, a 5 kilogram weight attached to your front. But the good news is, the very good news is that I have my mother-in-law who is coming tomorrow, which is great because we had no one to watch the little one. I didn't know what we were going to do with my 2-year-old. We were kind of planning on either leaving her with a neighbor who we weren't sure was going to be there or not, or maybe one of my friends, but my friend, she works, so it would have to be like, I'd have to magically deliver only on this girl's 1 day off a week, which is, you know, hard to program. Also, my mother-in-law cooks really well, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm very excited for the food that's going to be happening here over the next few days. And also in France, after you deliver, even if everything goes well, you and baby stay in the hospital for about 2 to 3 days depending on where you deliver. Here they told me that we'd be definitely staying for a minimum of 3 days, even if everything went perfectly well. And so somebody would need to watch the little one for like 3 days. And my husband, he would have been the one to do it, but it's gonna be a lot nicer having my mother-in-law here, because then my husband can kind of stay and hang out with me and baby a lot. Hello friends, I am back from the acupuncture appointment, and it was a lot less comfortable than I thought it was going to be. So just a few things, if you are ever going to try and do that. Firstly, I kind of thought it would just be like a 1 session and go kind of a thing for end of pregnancy. But apparently not. You're supposed to go several times, several sessions. She's like, maybe you can come back next week. I will be 41 weeks pregnant next week, and I really just hope the baby gets here before then. But I guess I'm gonna try and look at my calendar and see if I'm available at the times that she has a few positions or whatever open. Can't remember how to say that in English. When she's got a few appointments open, that's what the word is, appointment. Also, it's kind of painful. Like, I still, where she put it in my hands and in my feet, in the little toes and stuff, I'm not a huge fan of needles anyways, kind of a big baby, but I was like, I can do this, it's fine. And then when she put them in my back, it kind of tickled, and I was like, all right, this is gonna be easy, no problem, didn't hurt at all. But the face, the hands, and the feet, that did not feel very nice at all. And I have to admit, acupuncture, I am just not a believer, you guys. She said if I was going to see results, I'd see them within the next 48 hours, but I am a big skeptic, because they start out with asking you a bunch of questions, like know about your energy and your vibes and things like that. What's your favorite season? What's your favorite color? Are you like craving more salty or more sugary foods? That kind of thing. I'm just like, can somebody just break my water and we get this over with? Like, I just don't want to go back. I told her that too. She was like, okay, like trying to make the appointment and stuff, and I'm just like, oh, I really hope I've delivered by then and that I won't be back. And she was like, I know, but it's better to take a second rendezvous right now rather than wait and not be able to. And so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, friends. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of the baby gear that we've got so far. This is the bouncer that was sent to us from baby Bjorn. I absolutely love it, and it's way better than the old bouncer we had with my daughter. This one, we've had several babies that have come to visit so far, and they all look so comfortable, and because it's like soft back here and not super flat, it kind of molds to the shape of their head, so it won't give them flat head. Over here we have this ugly fan, and also we have cute little baby swing. This is so cute. It's from Ingenuity, I guess is the name of the brand. I don't know. I followed the price for a long time on Amazon, and then there's this website that I discovered called Camel. And if you're following something on Amazon and want to know when it's a good price, you just type in the price you're willing to pay into this website, and they'll send you an email when the price drops to that. So as soon as the price dropped to my like dream price to pay, I guess, well, I would have rather it been free, but you know what I mean. I just bought it and snatched it up right away. So hopefully it'll be good. I don't know, it's super soft though, so I think it should be a winner. This is the equivalent of one of those Fisher-Price rock and plays that we had with my daughter. As you can see, it's got the creepy dolly in it, but don't worry about that. This saved us. It was one of the only things she would sleep and or nap in when she was little, and it's cute. They do make cheaper versions of this now. This one at the time we bought it was over 100 euros, but 100% worth the investment, and babies sleep in it so well. This is also something that every baby that we've had over here to test it out, they've always loved it. Definitely a big recommendation. It rocks, it vibrates, not much else, but babies love it. This is so cute, but we have to keep it in the box because otherwise my daughter wants to play with it. It is one of those activity gyms and that turns into a ball pit though, look. Look how cool that is. What toddler would not love that? See, it's cute. I'm excited. So these are two gadgets for babies to sit in while they're taking a bath, which is really helpful, at least I found during the newborn stage. This is the one we had with my daughter, and I absolutely hated it. See, it like looks so much more high-tech than this one, and it looks fancier and everything. But this part right here, I didn't realize when I bought it because I got it on Amazon, but it's like hard. And if you push it down, it does kind of indent and whatnot. But when they've got like a newborn little head and they don't weigh very much, it kind of just pushes their neck forward and they look terribly uncomfortable. So I really didn't like this one at all. And also you should probably keep in mind if you buy it, I noticed a lot of people online, they left reviews complaining about how it doesn't actually fit in the bathtub that corresponds. So people had spent all the money on the bathtub and then the special little seat to go inside of it, and it didn't even fit. This one is from a brand called Luma, I believe. It's very basic, it's super smooth, it's going to dry very quickly, so I don't have to worry about mold. That's kind of my concern with all of the ones that have, I don't know, tissue that are made out of tissue and stuff. I'm kind of afraid they're gonna get moldy and gross. And it's a lovely mint color, which is kind of the theme we're going for. Not really, we're not really going on a theme, but we've noticed a lot of things we bought were mint afterwards. And this, my friends, is the gadget big purchase thing that I am most excited about. Full disclosure, it was sent to me, but I wanted it well before it was sent to me because it is absolutely perfect for our situation. What it is a car seat where you just pull the little flip on the back, little flip switch thingy, and it turns into a stroller. So you put it into your car, you clips it in, seat belt it in, whatever you want to do, and then when you have to go do groceries or whatever, you don't have to wake up baby, you don't have to take a whole travel system with you. You can just pop out the car seat and it turns into a stroller. The brand name is Doona, and I am like 90% certain that they are the only brand who makes car seats that turn into strollers for the moment, but it's a brilliant idea. None of this is sponsored, by the way. I'm just like overdue and overexcited, and I want baby here to test out these things. All right, friends, I'm running out the door because I'm late, but if you want to know if I've delivered by the time you watch this video or whatever, just go on to Instagram. Insta stories are in English, Snapchat is in French, and I will be happy to see you there. Ciao.